Good morning. I'm back with another video about the semen retention journey. Today is June 29th, 2024. It is 5:35 a.m. and we're here, back at it again. So today, I just want to say, still retaining since yesterday. Since I started yesterday, I folded the day before yesterday, and like I was saying yesterday on the video that I made, if you're trying to, and again, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a guru, I'm not here to push my beliefs on anybody. I'm not here to push what I know on anybody. I'm sharing it for me, and if it helps anybody, it's a plus. So yeah, it's not that I wasn't, but I let the thoughts get the best of me, and I stopped retaining after 17 days. Now, for me, 17 days, it's quite a bit. 17 days is a long time for me, and it's a lot of progress, and I'm happy with it, because for most of my life, since I was a teenager, and I started, masturbating and watching porn and all that stuff, I don't think I've ever gone 17 days without releasing. And for me to be able to see those 17 days go by, and see how the spirit of lust just keeps slowly trying to come back, it was just very interesting to see. Yeah, I'm not feeling down. I'm not judging myself about it. I'm not complaining about it. I did it. I own up to it. And we're starting again. Every day it's a new opportunity, and I started yesterday. I haven't done anything since yesterday. Haven't watched anything since yesterday. And it's just interesting to see how the thoughts will try to play with your mind, and try to deceive you. And I saw that very clearly yesterday when, like I was saying on the video yesterday, that this thing was trying to make me lie about it, and try to make me come on here and be like, hey, just say that you're still retaining and all that stuff. And it was very revealing, because the more I see that, the more I can tell that there's something else trying to drive me. And I'm thankful to God that I'm able to see that. I'm thankful that God is allowing me to see that. And seeing it, you can deal with it. But when you're unconscious and you're just going about it and just doing the things you do because it's habit, it's the body, that's what the body knows. That's what the body's been doing for the longest time. So that's what you're going to do. But when you start paying attention to it, and when you start realizing that there's something else driving you, you are able to deal with it. And it's not even you, it's the Father that comes in and deals with that for you, because you can't do anything. I can't do anything of myself. I can't do nothing. I've tried before. I tried on my own strength. I tried to stop watching porn. I tried to stop masturbating. I tried to stop texting other girls and stuff like that, and chatting with other girls that weren't my wife, and it never worked. Why? Because I thought that I could do it, because I thought I was strong enough to stop it. I was strong enough to stop doing those things. And what I've come to realize is I don't have, like, when I do that, I'm pretending to be God. I'm pretending to be God because I'm just in the way of God doing what he needs to do in order to free me. And a lot of people think that we have free will, but we don't. We don't have free will. We either belong to the children of the lie, or we belong to the children of the truth. And God is the truth. How do I know that we don't have free will? A perfect example is Jesus. When Jesus, the night before he got crucified, he went to the Mount of Olives. I think it was the Mount of Olives, to pray. And when he was praying, he said something I'm not going to paraphrase it. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't remember how the text goes exactly, but he said something to the effect of, Father, if you can pass this cup from me, meaning if you can save me from this death, if you can save me from this death, if you can save me from this death. Because when he was talking there, he said, if you can save me from this death, but then his next words were, but your will be done. Meaning, he understood that it was the Father's will for him to go through that. Meaning he didn't have free will, because if he would have had free will, he would have just been like, nah, I'm out of here. Like, I'm just gonna take off and go back to Egypt or go somewhere else where they won't kill me. And it's interesting how he said, your will be done, not mine. Because he understood that we're either driven by the love of the Father and the truth, or we're either driven by the hate of the enemy and the lie. And I realized that for most of my life, since I became unconscious, since I became a false me, I was a child of the lie. Because I was lying, and it's interesting because I realize now that all those things that I was doing were just to cover up the fact and to try to cope with everything. For example, when I was smoking weed, I haven't smoked weed since that day. I gave the little pen that I bought, I gave it away. But I noticed that my excuse was, like, whenever my wife and I would when she would get upset at me and she wouldn't give me sex, I would go smoke weed. And I would use that as an excuse. It was like, well, she doesn't want to... I was using that to cope with the fact that she didn't want to give me sex. I was using porn to cope with the fact that she didn't want to give me sex. I was using masturbation to cope, texting other people, chatting with other people to cope. And I realize now that those are just excuses, and those are things that if you keep using them and if you keep doing that to cope and to try to how can I say it? To try to put that reality aside, the reality of the problem, the reality of the issue, it's wrong. And I understand that now. But we're here. We're going forward. And I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful that my kids are good. They're alive. They're healthy. Their mom is good. She's healthy. I mean, I don't wish I don't wish nobody wrong. I wish everybody well. And I'm just thankful to be alive and thankful to be here in this point in time. So if you're trying to retain and you fall and you stop retaining for whatever reason, you go back to watching porn or masturbating or whatever, don't put yourself down. Understand that this is a process of this intoxicating your body, because your body's been used to doing this thing for so long. So just take it, be patient with yourself, take it day by day, and don't judge yourself if you fall.